And we begin with breaking news. Marine veteran Daniel Penny will now have to wait at least until Monday to learn his fate, but he will not be convicted of second-degree manslaughter in that deadly chokehold of Jordan Neely on a New York City subway last year. I am Hannah Doba in for Elizabeth Vargas. Thanks for joining. We've got a busy hour of news to get to on this Friday. Let's go back to Penny. The judge dismissed that manslaughter count late this afternoon after the 12 jurors deadlocked on that specific charge. He then sent the jury home for the weekend, but their job is not done yet. Let's go right to NewsNation's Rich McHugh, live for us from the New York City courthouse. Rich, a lot of developments in the last few hours. So the question now, what happens next?
Oh, that's a really big question, really good question. This was an absolutely wild turn of events today, Hannah. We've been here for covering this all month and this week and waiting for some sign of what was going to come. And it came just about 2 hours ago. The judge basically dismissing the top charge against Daniel Penny right as it was heading apparently towards a mistrial. Like 2 hours ago, everything that was said in court looked like it was heading towards a mistrial. Let me reset the case for everybody, though, so it's clear, because I want to get this accurate. The initial jury instructions said the jury could not begin considering count 2 until they reached a verdict on count 1. The only way they would consider count 2 is if you were found not guilty on the main charge. Then the jury came back and said, we can't reach a verdict on the manslaughter. That's the main charge. At that time, the judge said aloud in court, quote, the remedy here seems to be a mistrial. The prosecution said, what if we drop count 1? That's the main charge. The defense objected, said because it's already in the hands of the jury, they're deliberating, and said, quote, allowing this to happen encourages prosecutors' offices to overcharge in front of a grand jury. Ultimately, the judge sided with the prosecution and dropped count 1. He told the jury, look, count 1 is no longer for your consideration. You may deliberate on count 2, but not today. Be back Monday morning. Separately, once the jury was dismissed, the defense said that one of the jurors had spoken to the media. He pointed to an article. The judge didn't seem too concerned, but he said, if you're that concerned, bring it to the attention of the prosecutor. So wild past 2 hours here. Didn't go the way any of us thought it was going to go, and we're back here Monday morning, Hannah, for a consideration of the second count.
All right, we will be watching. Great breakdown of the last few hours. Like I said, a lot of change. Rich McHugh in New York City, thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.